a look at some very cheap effects pedals to try out with our ukuleles today. So I sort of alluded to it in my recent video with my pedalboard effects pedals, that I had some cheaper pedals coming. Some of them have arrived. So what I want to do is, when I built my big pedalboard, I looked at various uke players around the world and sort of chose what they'd chosen. And a lot of the pedals are quite expensive on there. So I'm going to have a go of building a mini pedalboard to go with my mini ukes, using mini pedals and much cheaper pedals, and sort of mix and match and see what I can come up with eventually. So what I want to do today, I've bought Kmise or Kmise. They're really cheap pedals. All of these cost £16 and under. So we've got a Crunch Distortion and a US Dream. That's a sort of overdrive pedal. And then we've got an Analog Chorus and Vintage Phaser. Okay, so I'm just going to try them out today, one at a time. You won't hear them mixed in with other pedals. And then in the coming weeks, I'm actually going to have a go of building a pedal board and show you how to do that as well. So the setup for today, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. It's going to be one pedal at a time. One lead is going out directly into my amp. The other lead is coming directly into my lovely Snail Electro Acoustic uke. Anybody who wants to know, it's the SR04CE. It's all Acacia, solid Acacia. And then in front of my amp down below, I've got a microphone setup going directly into my Mac to try and record the best audio. Right, so we're going to start with the Kmise US Dream, sort of distortion overdrive pedal. All right, so first of all, clean signal, no effect. Turn everything up a little bit. Distortion up a little bit. Tone up quite a bit. But I'm going to leave the volume there for now because I don't want too much feedback. Let's turn up distortion a bit more. I'm going to turn the tone back a little bit and see what happens now. Bit of feedback. Okay, so that gives us an idea of the US Dream distortion pedal. Right, so the Kmise Crunch Distortion. This was actually the most expensive at the four pedals, $16.99 or £17, and they took a best offer of £16 for this one. There's likely to be some feedback, I apologise in advance. So first of all, clean signal, no effect. Okay, so all the dials are turned just below 12 o'clock at the minute. play with this earlier, I'm not convinced the gain and the volume are labelled correctly. To my ear, you know, obviously the volume makes it go louder, but I'm hearing it the other way around. I might be wrong. Alright, so let's first of all, I can't go too mad with this because of the feedback. Let's turn the tone up to midday, and we'll turn the gain up a little bit and the volume just past. Here we go. You are a lot more likely to get feedback using an electro acoustic instrument, and distortion, ukulele's feedback. Alright, so I'm going to be really careful I don't push it too much. So let's turn the gain up to midday and the tone up a bit more. Checking that I wasn't clipping out then. Let's go one more. I'm going to turn the tone down a little bit. I'm going to turn the gain up to midday and the volume, or possibly the gain, up further. Here we go. I'm going to start to play because of the feedback. Oh, great fun. When I go to build this mini pedal board, Ukulele Effects Dream board, it's not going to be full of distortion. That's not the sounds I'm really aiming for, but a bit of overdrive, a little bit of crunch distortion every now and then, but it gives you a good idea. Okay, so the Phaser next, another pedal by Kmise. I think this was a £16 pedal that I had for an offer of £15. And remember, as I said in the other video, because this is the same as a ripple, the Phaser, it puts sort of troughs, waves into the signal. Okay, so first of all at about 11:45, sorry, clean signal first of all. Now distortion, it's quite difficult to do chords. Some of these pedals, it's much better for chords. Let's turn the control up to about midday, so this is making the speed of the waves faster. You can actually hear the clicking of the phaser. Now, I've tried this pedal out and I wasn't getting that before when it was linked in with others. So that's something I will look into. It could be a simple case of I've got a cable or something too close, but that's just the phaser kicking in and out. Let's go a little bit faster. Kicking in and out. that is something I'll look into. As I said, I've had the pedal working and I didn't have that in and out, okay, but that's the phaser kicking in and out all the time. So the last pedal we'll look at today is the Kmise Analog Chorus. Again, it's another modulation pedal, so it works better with the strumming, and I think this was a £16 pedal that I got for £15, but again, these are dead cheap. They really are the cheapest of the cheap pedals you can get, okay? So, clean signal, no effect. So, on this pedal we've got a rate or speed and a depth of the wave, okay? So, both settings at midday, 12 o'clock. Okay, let's turn the rate down to 1/4 with the depth up to 1/4 past. Let's go the opposite, so depth down to 1/4, but rate up to 1/4 past. So there's no worries with distortion or feedback with these pedals. Let's turn them both up to 1/4 past. Let's go wild. Here we go. And the only pedal I'll dare to do this with today. Let's max them both out to see what we can get from it. I quite like that. A little bit of strumming. So there we go, that's the 4 really cheap Kmise pedals that I've got. They do more in the series, it just so happened these were the only ones I had in the UK at the minute. But I wanted to have an idea of what you really get when you get in some of these really cheap pedals, and the fact that I've bought a lot of Kmise ukuleles, it sort of made sense really. But remember now, you've heard these individually today. What I will be doing is when I build this pedal board, you'll start to hear them in combinations with each other. So this pedal board that I speak of, It really is a mini pedal board, especially compared to my other one. It's a lovely wooden one. Here it is. Now, at the minute, all right, obviously it's got nothing on it. I'm going to build it from scratch. I'll show you how to put all the cables on, how to power them up, and the order that they should go in as well. All right, so look out. This is the first of the UFX series, but the idea is I eventually want to build a mini dream board for the ukulele, and doing that in the cheapest possible way. It won't all be Kmise. I'm going to mix and match. That's the beauty of a pedal board, is that if I try or get a new pedal, I can swap them in and out, and eventually only the best are going to end up on this. So there we go. That's Kmise effects pedals, really cheap. Do they work with our ukuleles? Yes, they do. So if you've got a better name for my new project, UFX, you know what to do. Leave it in the comments below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more effects pedals. Thanks for watching.